Will you react? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I will react to. I'll tell you what I'll react to. Thoughts on thoughts. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. This is the big one. This is the big one. I saw Sajam's video about online being trash. Have you seen that shit? Sajam went real fucking hard on fighting games having trash content, utterly trash online. I was laughing so hard at that shit. I heard Eris talk about it. So, like, here's the thing, right? I actually didn't watch it a whole lot. I kind of skipped through, right? The subject matter is something that, as you are fully aware of, something that I've already crossed a million fucking times. But here's the thing. There's two things I found really funny about the video. Number one, Sajam is not a guy that goes in hard, right? That is not a guy who goes hard. Sajam is not Ultra David. He's not James Chen. But he is a clean man, alright? He's straight shaven. He's got the nice suit. He's a straight man, right? His profession demands it. His profession demands he be a straight guy. So I'm skipping through the video, and there's a part, no gay, when he's Kage no gay. He gets to the part in the video where he starts calling his chat, "You guys are little bitches." And he's like, "Fuck you, you guys are little bitches." But you have to understand that Sajam, this dude is not that way. He doesn't, I don't even know if I can explain it exactly, but his instincts is not to ever drop the "fuck you" line. He doesn't have that in his heart. You know what I mean? When you and me, we live in this shit, right? We are talking trash all day. Sajam does not strike me as a guy who particularly enjoys talking trash. He'll dabble in it. He's got no problems in it. But Sajam is a very upstanding gentleman. You understand? That is his thing. He is an upstanding, quality individual who I genuinely believe that he actually genuinely enjoys discussing things with people in his chat. He actually likes talking in a genuine fashion. And he is not the kind like Eris, who's constantly calling people bitches all day. So when he started calling his chat little bitches and trying to say, like, "Fuck you, you guys should ask for more," the way he's saying it is so reserved. He's like your cousin who's like looking around. Is my parents buying? I hope my mom doesn't hear me. He's a fucking fucker, fuck. And then he's like, I hope my parents didn't hear that. You know, he's got that. He's got that mentality of he can't say that. You know, he's got. So when he says like "fuck you" to his chat, it's real quiet. You know, it's real quiet. He's like, you know, "Fuck you." I can't replace it. I can't do it. I can't do it justice. But he's not used to telling his chat to go fuck itself. He's not used to that. He doesn't believe it. He doesn't. When you tell somebody to go fuck yourself, it is a two-way street. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I mean. That's why I allow it in here. That's why I endorse it. It's because you both come to an agreement. Fuck you. That is the agreement you both get to. Sajam never needs to get to that agreement level. He is totally fine to just talk it out. He is totally fine with it. But you and me, we just like to get, sometimes we're just not on that level, and we ain't gonna talk it out. We're just gonna fucking fuck you, you know? Just fuck you. Fuck me? Alright. Now we agree. But Sajam, he will not resort to that level. So he doesn't believe in it. It's not something in his heart. It's not in his heart. But he did it. He did it in the video, and he looked really uncomfortable, really reserved. And I laughed my ass off. I love the guy. I love Sajam. This isn't some sort of a critique. I'm not making fun of the man. It's just, he's got a style. He's got a way of doing things. And he really, really got into it. And he was trying to go hard. And it really just didn't come off the way he meant it to. Still. Like, "You're like bitches." I can't even do it the way he does. Like, you know, "You guys are like little bitches." You know, like he's like the whitest way you can explain it. "Ooh, you know, You're just being little bitches. Just cut the malarkey. Cut the malarkey. You're being little bitches. You know, it's just, he's not hard about it. He's very soft, and I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Number 2, he has completely a correct point. But why the fuck was he not saying this shit when Street Fighter V was trash when it came out? Nobody was pushing that topic. Why is it just now that he decides to fucking come out and talk all this shit about something that you and I have talked about for years? Years and years. Like, I don't understand. What took him so long? I know what took him so long. He was in Capcom's pocket, right? He had to be with Capcom. He has to do the talking. He's the commentator, right? He commentates. He can't be talking shit about Street Fighter V while he's trying to get hooked up with commentation gigs, right? But now, Street Fighter V was not the top game at EVO. It wasn't the piece de resistance. It wasn't there. It ended up being, what was the last game? Smash? It was just a game at EVO. It wasn't the primary spotlight, right? You saying he's Green Day? I'm not saying he's Green Day anymore. I'm saying he was Green Day, but then he turned into Rage Against the Machines. You understand? Like, he was totally all about this Street Fighter V, and he wasn't talking shit. But now that it has finally come down one peg, Street Fighter V is still up there, but just on the esports side of things, it come down. He's like, okay, I can start talking some shit now. And the other thing, I believe he mentioned that he feels like he can start streaming more than he can start commentating, because he's balancing out the kind of income he's getting from his stream with the income he gets from commentating. So the lower end of the commentating spectrum does not meet the income that he gets for being a content creator. I don't like that term. I don't like that term. Content creator. So now he's balancing these two things. He's kind of hit the point where he can be a content creator. Whatever the fuck. Influencer, like, these are the weirdest fucking titles I've ever heard. You're a content creator? Go fuck yourself. You're a content creator. You're a content piece of shit. Don't ever accuse me of being a content creator again. No, I don't know. It's the weirdest concept because I've never thought about it in that term. I actually kind of find it offensive. Bitch! You're a bitch. I find it a little offensive, but Sajam's totally fine with it, and that's fine. I'm fine with it too. I just feel offended when someone calls me that. It's just weird. It's just a weird thought. So that's what I'll react to that. That's your reaction. There you go. Thoughts on thoughts. Fucking Sajam, I swear to God. It's phony. I don't know if it's phony, man. I don't know what is anything anymore. I don't know. But fucking, I can tell you that Sajam was, of course, 100% right. It's just so funny to me that he's coming out now. How long has Street Fighter V been trash? Like, the day, there was hope and optimism in the beta, in the open beta. There was 4 phases of the open beta. One of them was canceled. The other 3 went through. And there was so much hope. And then the game came out, and it was all taken out. All that hope was gone. It was all changed. And from that day forward, the online netcode had never been good. But it's only now that he decides to make this huge thing. Granted, he's talking about a lot. He's not just saying netcode is bad. He's saying games deserve a shit ton more content. Which, sure, they do. But I don't really have an explanation. I don't have an explanation for why they don't have that content. There's really none. What he is saying is exactly what should be happening. But it's never happened. Well, I guess I can't say never. There are some games, there are some fighting games that have delivered on a lot of different things. I don't really know if there's one fighting game that's delivered on everything. He should suck Tekken's dick. You hear that, Sajam? Get on that Tekken schlong. You understand? You and Tasty Steve, take some of Tasty Steve's anal beads, put it on your wrist, and start hitting up Harada on Twitter, alright? That's the advice. Get away from Street Fighter. Get on that Tekken. Or Guilty Gear 2, I don't know, Guilty Gear 3, whatever the next Guilty Gear is, whatever. The next Xrd, that might be okay too. I don't know. Season 3 patch notes this Wednesday, right? Analyze Tekken. Don't analyze Street Fighter 5. What are you analyzing? Karen wins another match, and Birdie's a huge bitch. Also, his costume options suck. It's like, all right. Analyze Tekken, man. We've got these dudes coming out of Pakistan or some shit that are absolutely grilling the Korean gods. The Korean gods. Come on, Sajam. Tell me the anal circumference of the Korean gods after Pakistan's come through. I want to know. Give me the diameter and the radius. And then subtract it by pi. And tell me when I'm going to get good at Tekken. I want to know all those things. I want to know all of it. Brown Brethrens. Whatever. Fucking. I don't give a shit. I am more happy to see upsets than anything. It's just upsets that I want to. I don't care who it is. I don't care where they come from. I don't care what is inside them or outside them. I only care that there are these dudes in power and some other dude comes by and knocks them off the throne. And that is what's happening right now. These guys are killing the Koreans. And it is absolutely blissful to see. It's wonderful. It's just great when this power struggle kicks in. That's when the real audience starts to eat it up, right? It's beautiful. And I don't want to act like I'm shitting on Sajam. I totally am. It's not an act. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Sajam's made a perfectly valid point. I just think it's funny that he's taken this long. It's more it's not even him. It's not about him. It's just that a lot of people have been looking at Sajam lately, and Sajam's really shot up on the streaming stuff. So I'm envious. Number one, I'm just fucking green with envy. This guy is making it on Twitch, and he's only streamed for a few years. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. I got fucking Tulud singing in chat, telling me to go fuck myself. This is what I get for 5 years. He's done it for just a few. He can go play Cuphead and get 200 people. Like, wow. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm fucking green with envy. But this fucking guy, for some reason, like, the whole internet blew up on it. I guess because Sajam has been so ingrained in that stuff, right? Like, he's been talking about Street Fighter V. He commentates it. Like, he goes out of his way to make it his profession. But now, not only Street Fighter V, he's saying all fighting games need to have all this good stuff, and there's no excuse. And, like, it's totally all correct. But at the same time, he could have just copy-pasted any one of pretty much anybody who's ever played a fighting game stream, right? He could have just copy-pasted the whole thing and posted it on there years ago. Fucking Eris just about blew out a blood vessel trying to play Tekken Tag 2 online. Like, that was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen him do. And all it was him being way beyond angry. I've never seen anybody that angry. And he was so angry. I can feel it in my neck. I will always remember that. The same things that Tom Brady says. Look at that mask. Look at that knee. I want a Sub-Zero mask. I want a Predator mask, He says some shit in those old-ass videos that are just pure gold. Pure gold. Nice shoes, player. Hope you saved the receipt. He's weak in the knees. Oh, it's so easy. Oh, man, I love it so much. It's classic. And what infuriated this great wizard? This bearded mountain of a man. What brought about his incredible veracity? It was a lag. Tekken Tag 2's lag. And I don't even know if it was good or bad in a general sense of all the things out there. I just know that's what enraged the sorcerer. You know what I mean? That is what tipped his ire. It was the lag. I hella want to play Tekken, man. I hella want to play Tekken. But I don't want to go anywhere near the online anymore. It's just so... I was sitting in training mode. Fucking ESL over here. I was sitting in training mode in Tekken 7, having an absolute blast, trying to reacquire my muscle memory for Lei Wulong. I was just... there's this video something about beating your salami or something that did a tutorial on all the characters and shit. I pulled up his tutorial. He has just a billion combos you could try and do, right? And I'm just like, I'm just gonna fucking practice these combos just to get back my execution, right? And I was just having a fun time sitting in training mode, doing that, watching some shit over here, you know, just cold chilling. Just a couple of days ago, cold chilling. So, like, yeah, I do want to get back into Tekken, but I don't want to go online. Every time I think about going online, it's just the Eris in my head. It's just like, it's so easy, you know. It's screaming. He is screaming in my head, telling me you are not going to have fun. This is me. Have you ever watched that old Sam Kennison clip? You know, he's like, are you gonna get married? He just gets this guy out of the audience. You gonna get married soon? You're gonna be. Look at this face. Look at this face. Ah! And he just starts screaming. And the guy's face is like, look at my face. This is your face. This will be your face. Ah! He's just screaming. And that is exactly how I feel when I play any fighting game online. And I can't help but get so pissed